Hello everyone, welcome to class series, and in this video we're gonna be learning a short summary of our chapter, The Misser. Surinder was a wealthy misser. He had 3 huge barns heaped high with gold, silver and rare diamonds and precious stones. Yet he did not feed his family well. They were given the bare minimum meals. They were just short of starving. One day, when Surinder was walking through a marketplace, he saw a man eating a rich, juicy laddu with plenty of raisins and cashew nuts in it. Surinder called for a laddu. He was frightened to ask his wife to prepare a laddu because if he told her about his desire, she would prepare laddus for all the family members, servants, and neighbors. The thought of expenditure made him remain silent. His stomach began to rumble loudly, and his legs grew weak as the desire of the laddu grew stronger. Finally, unable to control himself any longer, he asked his wife to prepare a laddu. When his wife mentioned about preparing laddus to share them with their children, servants, and neighbors, he discouraged her sternly. He asked her to prepare only one laddu for himself. He devoured the laddu in front of his wife without even sharing it with her. His miserly actions were being watched by Sakka, the king of the gods and ruler of heavens. He decided to teach Surinder a lesson. When Surinder went out for his morning walk, Sakka assumed his form and entered the house. He told Vandana, who was Surinder's wife, that he had decided to share his wealth with the others. He asked Vandana to send the servant to call all the people. The barn doors were opened. People who gathered there took as much wealth as they could. Sakka, who was Surinder's appearance, told the people that if an impostor came to stop them, they could chase him away fearlessly. Surinder, who returned back, was shocked to see the scene at home. When the people chased him away, he took the matter to the king. The king told him that people were taking away things from his barn on his invitation. Surinder said that he had done no such thing. The king therefore summoned the one who had sent the invitation. Sakka appeared before the king. Everyone was surprised to see two Surinders. When the king could not identify who the real Surinder was, he asked Vandana to identify her husband. She asked each of them a simple question, which was, is it good to be generous to yourself, your family, your neighbors, and friends, or your servants? Sakka replied that it was good to be generous to all. When the same question was asked to the real Surinder, he said that it was not good to be generous at all. On hearing those answers, Vandana said that Sakka was her husband and went to him with her children. Surinder let out a cry in anguish and stated that he was the real Surinder. Immediately, Sakka assumed his real form and asked Surinder to give up being a misser and to be a lot more generous. Sakka threatened to come back again if he would not give up his miserly nature, and he vanished. Vandana asked if she could celebrate the end of Surinder's ordeal by preparing dozens of laddus. Surinder could do nothing but agree. Thus, this is a very interesting story of a misser who almost starves his family but is taught a good lesson by the king of the gods.